Warning: this video will make you question your life choices, make you laugh uncomfortably, and leave you wondering what animal you'd be. Don't say we didn't warn you. Viewer discretion is advised, especially if you're prone to imagining yourself as a naked mole rat.
Oh, whoopsie. I did.
Or puss or mediocre.
What's up, everybody? Haven't seen you in a week.
Oh, hey.
A
Oh,
week.
hey. Oh, hey. A week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Welcome back.
A week has been like 4 days.
But it will be a week when this comes out.
Oh,
Be
Yeah.
a whole week. Whole week. Monday to Monday.
Whole
Hey,
ass week.
if you could become an animal for one day for the sole purpose of having sex as that animal,
You've done this before on this podcast.
you want to do
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
when?
I don't remember exactly. 73. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You have done it, though.
What animal would you be?
I don't remember what I said before, but just for the sole purpose of fucking.
Just for the sole purpose of fucking.
Dolphin.
You'd be a dolphin?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Horse.
They're the only other ones that have sex for pleasure.
For pleasure?
That is a good point.
The other ones are just straight business
How do they know that?
because they get aroused around humans when you play with them.
Really?
Have you seen? I don't know. I feel like I've seen videos of like when they're when they're swimming with the dolphins. Like all of a sudden, the dolphin gets like horny and wants to fuck the human.
Really?
I don't.
I don't know if that's. I just feel like that's been in a movie or two.
I think there's something with dolphins being able to sense like a woman's menstrual cycle or something.
Dude, dolphins are like next level fucking smart.
Yeah.
They're like genius smart.
Haven't you ever heard of Flipper? Yeah. The dude was smart as fuck.
But I wonder how they figure that out.
Well, what usually happens
Dolphins
is
have sex for pleasure.
they grab a dolphin, right, with a net usually. Then they take it out. They take it to a lab. They cut it open. They take its brain. They hook it up to probes, and they send certain signals. And then when that signal sends a signal back for whatever the fuck they're sending them, they're like, "Yep, this one gets horny," and they do it for pleasure.
I feel like that's made up.
That's not. That's 100% science,
I feel like that's made up.
dude. They use probes in the brain.
So did you just say horse?
Horse.
Horse would be yours?
Yeah, not for the whole pleasure thing like Jeremy's, but
Because they're big cocks.
that. And have you ever seen how they fucking rail? They fucking like
Yeah.
penetrate. A dude died once because he fucked a horse, and the fucking
Yeah.
horse made
A
him
lot of people have seen
bleed
that
internally. Huh?
A lot of people have seen that video.
I've
That's
actually
a
never
wild-
seen the video, but I've just heard about it.
Dude, you never saw the video?
No, I don't
Oh my
really
god.
want to.
And then like the other dude in the video that was like guiding the horse cock into the guy's ass.
Jeremy looks-
You've never seen the video? Dude, this was like
No.
Have
this
you heard
was
of the
like-
story?
This
No.
video, I saw it in like 2008-ish.
He got railed by this horse, and it fucking just, horses got big dicks for one, and they fuck rough, and it made this dude like just ripped up his insides,
Dude,
made him
it
bleed
was-
out internally.
It was
Died.
like the most, I mean, it was like almost VHS camcorder days. They put the video camera on like a tripod in a horse stable. And this dude got like in front of a horse, pulled his pants down. And the other, like the horse jumped up on like this fucking block or whatever. And the guy backed up to it. And the other guy grabbed the horse cock and like put it up to the guy's butt. And that horse went boom, fucking balls deep right now. And you hear the guy go,
that's when he knew he fucked up. As soon as you hear that
Now,
sound.
there was also a background story that went with it too, where like the guy that helped went to prison and the guy that got fucked by the horse died. But I don't know if that's a for sure thing or not.
If he died,
Well, if the guy went to prison or if the guy, I mean,
well, I guarantee he went to prison because one, that's animal cruelty.
that was back in the day where like videos just pop up on the internet and there's no like tracing them back to who they came from kind of thing.
What kind of person? One, obviously, yeah. What kind of person would let that happen to them with a horse? Mm-hmm. But then, what kind of person says, "Yeah, I'll shove the dick in your ass for him. Like I'll hold the dick."
Right? I think that's where it gets real weird. Like, how do you find a partner in crime for that.
He asked somebody to help him out with that.
Yeah. How do you build up the courage to ask somebody that? You know what I mean?
You have to really know somebody.
How long do you sit and like question, God, do you think you'll actually help me?
I feel like there's got to be like feeler questions. You know, you're throwing like little bits here and there.
What if that horse got hold of you, huh?
I'd let him fuck me. Really?
Would you?
Really? Maybe it was the guy who was guiding. Maybe it was his idea.
His idea.
Yeah.
Imagine it being your idea going terribly wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, fuck,
Like, dude, think of the money we're going to make off this video. Yeah, I guess you're right. And it's going to feel pretty good, right?
Dude,
yeah, for sure.
Those were things like the days before viral was like a real thing. That was like going viral was like America's Funniest Home Videos. You know what I mean?
Right. Maybe that's what they were aiming for. Bob Saget would fucking puke in his grave.
The noise that guy made, though, that's what fucking got me. When that horse went balls deep, the noise that guy made, it was like, you could tell that something just like punched the shit out of his heart from the inside. It was a fucking
That's fucked up.
I would be a gorilla for a day. It'd be a big old silverback. You ever seen a gorilla fuck?
No, can't say that I have. Do they fuck?
Oh, dude, I saw a video of a gorilla fucking the other day.
Why?
Dude, these motherfuckers, it was in a zoo. It was like the people were filming the silverbacks or whatever.
Where did you see the video though?
It was on TikTok. But the female just like, she walked over and like touched his chest and then like spun around and face down, ass up. She like put her elbows down and backed up into him. And he was like, all right. And he just like sat forward and put his arms on the ground. And he just looked at everybody. He was like, yeah, this is what it's like being king of the kingdom. Yeah.
So that's why Colby wants to be, because he saw.
Dude, I was like,
he saw what the female girl did. He's like,
I was like,
God damn, that's fucking.
I was like, that motherfucker fucks, dude. He was just looking at everybody like, yep, jelly.
Looking at you, Colby Dickus. I know you're jealous of this.
Yeah. He like halfway through, he like pulled up and pointed at the glass. I think it was two-way. He was pointing at himself like, you're the man. You couldn't see everybody behind it. But
That's something I could see you doing for
that
sure.
was definitely me, a Colby move. Mm-hmm. Hey, do you know what a placenta is?
Yeah.
What's a placenta? I want you to answer as honestly as you know.
Like, what is placenta?
What is a placenta?
How does it work?
Isn't it the sack that the baby's in?
See, that's
Men-
what I thought.
Men
It's not.
Men are
What?
fucking.
That's what
men
I've
are
always
retarded,
thought.
dude.
I thought it was just a fucking sack that the baby was in, like the fluid and shit, like that the baby
The
was in.
amniotic sac.
Yeah,
No, it's not the sac.
it is a sack type deal, but it's not.
The placenta is technically an organ. The placenta is attached to the inside of the uterus, and it entangles webs of blood vessels to the uterus, and then that is what the umbilical cord is attached to, and that is what transfers nutrients and blood and oxygen to the baby from the mom.
Doesn't it look like a sack?
No, it looks like a giant piece of fucking.
It looks like a liver, kind of,
It looks like a giant liver.
just like a blob, but it's not. It's attached.
That is inflated until the mother's water breaks.
No.
It's attached to the mother, not the baby.
Right.
No.
It's attached to the umbilical
Water
cord.
breaks,
Umbilical
amniotic
cord.
sac breaks, all that comes out. Baby comes out. Dad cuts the cord in a perfect world. And then they pull on the cord and they massage the mom's belly to get it to detach from the uterus. And then they pull out this big old fucking bloody liver looking alien pod thing.
I don't know why I would ever know what that is. I mean, I've never had a child and I've never given birth to a child, or like Brandon over here. He should know.
I knew what a placenta was. He
Yeah,
didn't
but
know.
that wasn't something that just came, because when I helped that baby out, right, the fucking paramedics came in and they fucking took over, and I just fucking literally washed my hands of it and fucking fucking left.
So when you were doing CPR on that baby, the umbilical cord was still up inside of Holly.
yeah, it wasn't. What do you want? Was I supposed to bite it off or something?
No, I just went like in my head. I guess I never thought about it. I thought
Yeah, it was still in there.
like you don't think about that. You just, when you said you did CPR on a newborn baby, I just assumed it was just a baby with a cut umbilical on the floor. I don't know, dude.
No, it was just a baby.
That's crazy though. See, I knew what a placenta was like before I had kids.
I see why though. Like I've never.
I paid attention in sex ed.
I bet you did because you thought you're going to get all kinds of other information.
I was that pervert. Sex ed.
How do I do it? How do we do this? Are we gonna like test these out or
How do you massage the labia?
can you show me on her what the clitoris is?
You know, I'm really having a tough time understanding the female reproductive organs. Can we get a life model up front to like point out the parts?
As a matter of fact, Colby, we have Miss Amy here.
Did you use sex ed in middle school? We did it in middle
Yeah,
school.
we did. Ours was 8th grade.
Pretty sure it's middle school.
Did you guys have to take home the baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that might have been high school though that we took home the baby.
That was middle school.
It was
for
middle
me.
school for me.
I can't remember. It might have been middle school.
Dude, fuck that thing, man.
How long did you have to have it?
A weekend.
Whole weekend.
Yeah, I think that's
Dude,
or it was a full week. No, it couldn't have been.
ours was a whole weekend.
Yeah.
You get it on Friday afternoon and then have to bring it back Monday morning.
What
I
a
found out.
wild concept.
Mhm.
To like spend thousands of dollars on these fake ass babies and let high schoolers just take them home for the weekend.
And middle schoolers, but it makes sense
Yeah,
though
middle
because
schoolers.
that is one hell of a deterrent
Dude,
for like like practice safe sex. You know,
I straight up was like, I'm not having sex. Like, but see,
Until they showed you on Amy
the
what fucking
teacher can
really
plug
happens.
into those and program like when they go off too for like diaper feeding, whatever.
Because that motherfucker woke me up at like 1 a.m.
Dude,
every morning.
Because like everyone knew the tricks too. Like if it was hungry, it was like the same magnet in the bottle as the diaper, so you could take the backup diaper and put the magnet on the face and just leave it in its little rocker thing.
Not everybody knew the trick because I didn't.
But
Yeah, I didn't know. any
I'm pretty
tricks.
sure
I don't really remember mine.
I'm pretty sure
like,
our
at all.
teacher like programmed mine to go off like 40 times between midnight and 4 a.m. Dude, that whole weekend, I just remember like every time I started closing, that fucking baby would start crying. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding.
Yep.
And it had like that wobble head. And if like the wobble head went back too far, then it would start screaming. And it had like sensors so you couldn't shake it.
Yeah, and like one of my buddies, he punched. Not his. It was like some other kid's. He was like strolling it and fucking punched it.
Dude.
I will say though that baby actually saved one of my buddy's life one time because he had it for the weekend, right? And it just so happened that he had a seizure in the middle of the night and it started going off. And the only reason like anybody found him or whatever is because the baby was going off, and his mom came down and found the baby, and then found him having a seizure.
Really?
Yeah,
God, ain't that fucking crazy?
That's wild.
isn't it?
That's fucking, I don't know, dude. That fake baby cry was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that thing was shitty.
Yeah, like after having 2 kids, like I think that fake baby was like worse.
Oh, way worse.
That thing was like annoying as fuck.
It was way too
it's
extreme.
just because I was also like 14.
Yeah.
See, and I don't remember it much at all. Like, I know I did it, but
Yeah, I don't remember like the fine details or anything, but I do remember it fucking pissing me off and just sucking.
my mom probably took care of it.
Really?
I remember,
Just like a normal teenage kid having a baby.
Right.
I remember taking mine to the football game. It was like 7th, 8th grade, take it to the varsity football game. You're out there. It's cold as shit, and the baby's just
Freezing. You'll be fine. Suck it up.
He'll be fine. It's funny how many looks you get too, like when you're that young, walking around with like a baby in a fucking baby holder, and everyone thinks it's real.
No, everybody knows what's going on.
Think so? I got some pretty crazy looks when I had
For
mine.
the most part, people should know what's going on because they all had to, well, I don't know if they had to do it, but they definitely know that these kids are doing this thing with these little fake babies.
The first time I see a kid that age walking around with a baby in a baby carrier, I bet you my brain doesn't go right to, oh, it's probably the baby from middle school.
Do they still do that?
No, they don't.
'Cause
That's
I
why
don't
it's gonna
think
go
I've
right to
ever seen anybody walking around. After I did it, I don't believe I've seen anybody.
No,
They don't do
walk
that
around
anymore?
with
They
it.
don't do it anymore.
Really?
As far as I know, nobody does it anymore.
That's dumb.
Because it was a deterrent. Now it's acceptable to have a child that young.
Oh, boy.
It used to fucking be a deterrent. Now it's like, oh well, if you want to have a child that young, you're okay too.
Yeah, if they give these kids these little babies and stuff, you can't have shows like that Teen Mom and stuff.
Oh my
How are
God.
you gonna have Teen Mom if they're fucking practicing abstinence
Yeah.
and safe sex?
Have you thought about having the sex talk with your kids?
No,
Have you thought about like what that's going to be like?
no.
Who do you think you need to give it to first, Corbin or Ruby?
I think I'm going to give it to both of them at the same time. Listen, sex is the devil. Both your parts will fall off if you have sex.
Yeah, I would say if you're gonna give it to one, you got to give it to Ruby, and then Corbin can just sit in there.
Dude, I'm basically going to give it to him straight at there is no sex. You ain't having sex. Tough shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that probably won't work out well for you because the more you push them like that, they're gonna. That's just how it works. They're gonna fucking rebel or whatever the fuck. Well, he says I can't do it. I bet it's fun. I bet it's real fun. And then our friends would be like, "Yeah, I had sex," and then you're like, "How was it?" "It was great, so great. Oh my God, you gotta try it." "Okay, with who?" "I don't know, Billy." "Okay."
Wow,
I don't know why.
That was
I feel like that's how it's gonna go.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome to your future life. Unless you give them the real talk.
Sounds like a flashback to Brandon's childhood. Is that how it went for you?
Brandon was Billy.
Brandon was Billy.
Random fucking dude anywhere.
Hey,
No, Billy was Billy.
my friend Susie said sex is fun. You want to do sex with me quick?
Okay.
Fuck. I'm not looking forward to that, dude.
No.
I kind of hope Ruby's gay.
Runs in the
There's a
family.
good chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hereditary.
Hereditary.
That's what they say.
Passed down from her mom.
Do you think one of your kids will be?
From her mom.
I don't know.
If you were to guess, which one do you think?
Honestly, Ruby.
I can see that.
She's like a little mini Chaperone.
Is she gay?
Chaperone's gay, yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it's
I guess it makes sense with the whole pink pony.
I don't even know what she looks like.
A lot of the time she has like a shit ton of makeup on.
Wait,
She kind of looks
isn't
like
Pink Pony just the name of a club?
she's a natural
it was a gay
redhead.
club, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a natural redhead.
I wouldn't be able to even tell you what
I-
she looks like. If you
I
showed
have
me a
a-
picture of like 5 people, I wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Corbin's gonna be just one of those kids that's like way into other things other than girls. And it'll take him forever to get a girlfriend.
He is going to be like super into robotics and video
Yeah.
games. He's going to be in your basement at 28 with a neck beard and no sex.
No, I won't let that happen.
Well, we'll see.
But I can definitely see him being like so into like robotics or fucking hacking or something like that.
I think it'll be like he will be into like robotics and stuff like that, and then he's gonna do. They have like a robotics at the school, whatever.
Yeah.
He's gonna do
Oh,
something
he'll
like that
definitely
at
be
the
in that.
school. He's gonna meet some girl. They're gonna like zing over some
Nerd shit.
nerd fucking robotic shit. Like they're gonna have like a battle where they
Dude,
battle their robots.
I could
She's
see
gonna win.
him,
He's gonna be
like-
like, "Wow, you want to bang?" And she's gonna be like, "Yeah."
I could see
Yeah, I
him
do.
literally like meeting a girl in high school in robotics class and like having one girlfriend and then she turns into a fiance, then a wife, and that like he met her and that was it. He wanted it. you
One and
know?
done.
I bet I could see that happening to Corbin.
I can see that too.
Ruby's gonna be like
Wild child.
she's
Probably.
probably gonna be that one that's single at 40, like
What happened to Robert?
still having a great
He's old news.
still just having a great time. Just entertaining herself.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that.
Well, we could talk about Super Bowl. That happened. That was amazing because fuck the Chiefs.
Yes. Fuck the Chiefs,
I was
man.
super happy that they got fucking anally butt pounded.
They got
hard.
work, dude.
I loved it.
Philly
I
showed.
thought right away with that pass interference call, I thought, oh,
I was like,
fuck,
yeah.
here it goes.
Exactly.
That's how it's gonna go.
That's the first thing I said. I was like, well, this is the game.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But
This is
then
how
they
it's going
did
to
make
go.
up for it like the next series or whatever.
Couple
Dude.
plays.
Yeah.
The Eagles definitely showed up to fucking
Oh,
play.
yeah.
I'm a little disappointed that the only good thing that Kansas City did was shut down the running game because I was hoping Saquon would have hit that 5 fucking touchdown bet I had at
I didn't win a single bet, not one single square, nothing.
Dude, it was a birthday bet on DraftKings, and it was plus 15,000 odds
Yeah, I
for
saw that one.
Saquon Barkley to score 5 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. And I was like, ah, fuck.
Mhm.
Why not? So I put $100 on it. Did not hit. That was a little.
Hold on. You put $100
Mhm.
that he was going to get 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That was absolutely fucking stupid.
See, I took that bet, but I did
Yeah.
5. I did
Yeah,
$5
yeah, that makes sense.
because you still come out way ahead.
Here's let me explain my philosophy to you here.
You just
If I hit, I hit
you
big.
just rolled down the window, threw $100 bill out, going 70 mile an hour, and did a U-turn, hoping that you would be able to catch it back in the air.
No, so I don't.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
The only betting that I do is on NFL. Being that the Super Bowl is the last game of the year, I had like $150 in my account of house money. It was one money that whatever. So I put $100 on that bet, and then I put 50 on a couple other little bets, whatever. So I was playing with house money, so I didn't really care if I lost it. And if it hit, it would have been fucking huge ass payout. So I was like, fuck it, you never know. I was swinging for
No,
the
you
fences
pretty well
with
knew.
house money.
No, you pretty well knew.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you should have just like parlayed it with like Saquon 3 touchdowns and
That wouldn't even fucking work.
Jalen Hurts receiving touchdown.
Yeah.
Like that would have made 10 times more sense than $100 on a 5 touchdown game.
Yeah, you never know.
Like,
Yeah, see, that's why I put $5 on it because it's a huge payout. So $5,
right.
it's for something that's more than likely not going to happen. But if it does, that $5 is what, like $1,000 or whatever,
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck it
Well,
was.
dude, my it was for 100. It was $15,000. I think is what the payout was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, fuck it. It's house money. I'm not going to use it until next year anyway. So I'll just clean my account, start fresh. And I was like, fuck, it sounds fun. I'll throw $100 on it. Didn't hit, obviously. I expected that, but I thought at
You're
least
just not
maybe,
part of the plan to take the sports books down.
No.
You're what's keeping them alive.
There's other. I want to know how much money they made by just posting that bet on the, you know what I mean? By just having that bet a valid bet with those odds. I wonder how many people were just like, oh.
Well, I
I
bet
lost.
there's a lot of people
$5
that just threw like $1 to $5 down on it.
Think of a million people that put 5, like me, a million people that put $5 down.
Yeah. I bet you they made a fucking killing by just having that on their selection board.
And then they got a few 100,000 like you that are putting 100 to 1,000 on it, you know?
Well, it's an easy way for them to get their house money back, I guess, too, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's, like I said, it was all one money, so it doesn't matter. It's,
But
was
it
gonna-
wasn't one money. I guarantee you're not up.
yeah, I am.
You were up
Oh,
in
my-
the last 6 months,
On my DraftKings account,
but just gambling in general.
gambling in general,
Like, how many accounts do you have?
I only use the DraftKings.
But
Just have the
you
one.
used to use FanDuel
Yeah, I didn't use FanDuel at all this year.
because last year it didn't work out very well for you.
Yeah, the last couple of years on that one, I just kind of,
So you have a long way to go before you're actually playing on house money.
I don't know, if you count everything like scratch tickets and you count
You're down.
slot machines,
You're
in,
down.
in the casino.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm down a lot probably.
Yeah. Unless you've won like big once or twice, you're in the negative.
Actually, the last time I was at the casino, probably zeroed out my FanDuel account. I won $1,200, and I think that was like my all-time like loss at FanDuel. So that would have equaled that one out.
Okay, but now we're bringing all the casinos, all the other types of gambling into it,
If you put
So-
scratch tickets in it, dude, and pull tabs, I'm fucked.
and just
That's
and
gambling.
and casino just.
I don't think I've honestly lifetime. I don't think I've lost that much casino wise.
I bet it's a lot more than you think.
Because pretty much it's like every other time I go, I'll maybe lose 100 or two, but then the next time I go, I'll like win 100 or two. But I never
I
win
bet
big.
you're down
other
a
than
lot more than you think. Because it feels like the last 2 times I've been at the casino, like 2 or 3 times, like I've come out like I can't fucking lose. Like on the cruise ship, I came home with double my money. But if I were to total everything up, I lost. I was just watching a video on TikTok today. Like it was these like 4 girls that worked at a like little boutique store or whatever, like clothing store.
Yeah.
And since they started, their manager totaled up all the money they have spent at that store and had them write it down on a piece of paper how much they thought it was. And then the manager would actually, or she wrote down the actual number on the paper, gave it to them, and they had to guess before they looked at it. And like the one, it was her actual spending was $10,800. She said, probably $4,000. The other ones were like $3,000, and they would guess like $1,200. I mean, it was always like half of it.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a mind game. You don't think you're spending that much, but
See, I just shouldn't bet anymore. I lose. Well, like that fucking bet I had with my sister-in-law. Lost that one. That was a for sure bet. All it was Broncos were going to do better than the Vikings.
that was not a for sure bet.
That was right.
No.
That was no. Listen, this was preseason or whatever it was, and when JJ McCarthy got injured, and there was like, oh, we're getting Sam Darnold. Like the Vikings, the Broncos had done. They did better the previous year than the Vikings. So I was like, they ain't gonna do shit this year. They're fucking the quarterback they just drafted, fucking ACL or whatever it was.
But it was never his plan to start. They were never planning to start him right away.
Still, he was the plan.
Them fucking Bears next year, dog.
Oh God.
Oh fuck.
I'll see about getting you some of them. Some of them.
Yeah, those are nice.
That's are they?
Yeah.
You should
It's from
post it.
NFL.com. She had a sticker on it and everything.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
they're expensive, I'm
You
sure.
should post a picture of yourself in those.
okay,
Right
I will.
here. Post it right here.
Ew.
Okay. I will.
Check out Brandon and his fucking
I actually I had
Vikings outfit.
Dude, they put glitter all up in my beard,
Was that sports bra you were wearing
all
too?
up in my chest hair, huh?
Was that a sports bra you were wearing too?
Yeah, it was hers. It was a fucking Viking sports bra. Yeah,
thought so.
yeah, yeah. I had glitter everywhere, dude.
Gay.
Yeah, it was not cool. Not cool at all. And I thought to myself, I was like, people buy this for real
Yeah.
to wear it because they want to. Like, this is gross.
That's
Yeah,
what
they
I
were
think.
cool.
That's what I think about
Yeah, it's so cool.
everything that's got Broncos shit on it. I'm like, God, how do people buy that on purpose?
Because they're cool.
Gross. Hey,
We're not talking about bears here.
what do you got in that cup, Jeremy?
Coffee.
What kind of coffee?
Folgers decaf.
I want to have this conversation that we started
Okay.
earlier. I don't understand the fucking decaf coffee. Well, you said that you had something to go off of that, but I want to start like so everybody knows what the conversation was here. I said I don't understand the principle behind decaf coffee, and then I started to think real quick that maybe it's because caffeine doesn't really affect me in the way that it might affect other people, because I can drink a couple pots of coffee and not be all fucking caffeine wired out and whatever. And you said something about we should save this because you had a reason.
Because it's science, and caffeine effectiveness is directly related to hydration. If you're not hydrated, the caffeine doesn't do anything to you. So you are never hydrated. You don't drink water.
No, I don't.
So that makes sense why it would not.
Well, I did drink a bottle inside, but that'll last me.
but that's not
That's,
hydrated.
that's not hydrating at all.
Yeah.
You gotta drink like at least 120 ounces a day.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't remember last. It was been at
Because
least
that
a
bottle
year.
is probably the small, like, what is that,
16. Yeah.
Yeah. It was 16-ounce bottle for a whole ass day, dude. I don't know how you could do that.
No, that's a whole couple days.
I drink 3 of these a day at least. And this is what, 50? 50. So that's 150 ounces.
Yeah. Is it Troy ounces or
Jesus Christ. Your fucking Troy ounces.
really? So the effects of caffeine don't work unless you're hydrated.
Right.
No shit.
Google it.
I'll Google it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll verify.
Where did you learn that?
I'm pretty sure that was Gary Brecka. Brecka, is that his name?
Gary Brecka?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't do the research myself.
Yeah.
But I know
I
that
figured.
I know that I stay pretty well hydrated, and I feel the effects of coffee. So the reason I drink decaf coffee is, one, it's fucking cold as shit outside right now. And it is 7:00 at night. So I just wanted something warm to drink. And really your options on that are like hot chocolate, tea, which
I like hot tea, dude.
Not too much of a fan of tea.
Hot tea is fucking,
And
with honey, real honey.
Coffee, which I'm a fan of.
So okay, let me ask you this. If you drank regular coffee at 7:00 at night, would you have like issues going to bed, or would you be like wide awake if you did? Or are you just drinking decaf as like a precautionary? So that
I think I would probably be fine to like go to bed at, especially if so it's 7:00 now. As long as I wasn't drinking it up until bedtime, I'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just don't want to try it.
The only thing I can find is, yes, being hydrated can help you feel the effects of caffeine and avoid dehydration.
It might be like
Does caffeine work if you're dehydrated? No, caffeine doesn't help you if you're dehydrated. It might not be the best choice. Instead, you should drink water or rehydrate, which I will say, like, fucking coffee or caffeine in general will fuck up your stomach and stuff. Like if you don't drink water and you don't have water, food, whatever, that'll fucking, it can fuck like your stomach lining and shit up.
Oh yeah,
If you're just pounding straight caffeine all the time and no water, food, whatever to absorb some of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Huh? That's weird.
So now he's like, well, God, I guess I should start drinking water. Want my caffeine to. But I will say, like, I drink plenty of water, and I could literally drink coffee, regular coffee, before bed and go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, there's also a tolerance thing with it. I mean, just with anything, if you like, I drink coffee every morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and one of these every morning, regular coffee, and I don't feel like it helps me. It's more just an addiction now.
Yeah,
but
see, I bet you I drink coffee until probably noon. So, and I've got like my big Yeti coffee cup, my coffee mug, and I'll fill that probably at least 2 times at work, and I'll have a cup here before I leave to go to work. So
it's a lot of coffee.
It's probably about a pot.
Yeah, I don't even come close to that. It's literally just that.
But see,
that one?
Yeah.
See, I can't. I drink mine mainly so it like helps me poop.
Yeah.
And that's mainly why I drink it.
That's the only thing that I know for a fact is like a direct result of coffee is with like that morning shit. Like when I get like a cup and a half in me, especially after I put a chew in, the combination of coffee and chew, it's like instant poop. That's about the only thing I notice from regular coffee. See, I was just making a deal because the other day at work, the guys were trying to make like their separate pot of coffee, and it's decaf because they're being wieners about something. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's
but
not,
I'm like, I like made a deal about it. I'm like, what the fuck is that about? Like, why do you need?
But you know what's funny? I've also read things that says decaf is not good for you because of the way they have to like bleach it to get the fucking the caffeine and stuff out of it, and whatever it is that they do to get the caffeine out, it fucking makes it so it's not that good for you.
Yeah,
like worse for you than caffeine.
I could see that. You know what I mean? Like, because obviously they have to do something to the original state of coffee to make it not.
Yeah, by no means is this
like a healthier option.
A health thing for me.
Yeah.
It's just more of it's cold and I like the taste of coffee.
Yeah, I do too.
I love coffee.
I love coffee. I could drink coffee all day long.
I do. I mean, I do.
Hey, hit that subscribe button if you're a coffee connoisseur. We are.
Yeah, but do you put anything in your coffee?
No.
Just black?
But we do get like with our actual, not the decaf. Decaf is just straight Folgers. But we'll get like the Mississippi grog or different flavored coffees.
Let's see. Yeah, see, at work I'll drink it black, whatever. But when I get home, I always got to put like a little bit of half and half in it, just to give it that like creamy.
I mean, I do love to go to Scooters on the weekend and get a little fancy coffee.
I've never had Scooters.
Yeah.
So
I've
fucking
had
good.
Starbucks.
Dude, Scooters,
Dutch Brothers, though. Dutch
Scooters
Brothers
is like the
shit.
real. It's like the real like sugar syrup. Like
Yeah.
it's. I mean, it's like
Yeah, and I love
Yeah.
it. It's fucking good.
I have
Yeah.
to try it. I don't buy it all the time.
Yeah.
it's way. It's like
Honestly,
the
if you've never
complete
had it,
opposite of Starbucks.
if you've never had it, I wouldn't do it.
Why?
Starbucks, is
Because
shit.
if you do like it, I mean, then for me anyway, it's like an addiction. Like
See, I don't care.
I'll go on kicks of, oh yeah, that sounds good. So Saturday and Sunday,
yeah,
I'll go get it. Or like we're going through Iowa Falls for work, I'll just
Stop at a
slide
Scooters.
right in and
See,
sliding them DMs.
that's really not good because I always make my own coffee. I drink that.
I do too.
I prefer that before like sweet coffee and stuff. I get it every night because in Arizona we had Dutch Brothers, which is fucking amazing, and I would get it sometimes, but I would never. It's usually when I was with Ashley because she always wanted it. I was like, yeah, I'll get it, but I was never like, oh, I got to go to Dutch Brothers. So I feel like Scooters would probably be.
You ever get like so hellbound on like the same thing at the same
hellbound.
I don't know what a hellbound means, but
hell bent?
Oh, there you go.
you like mixed up hellbound and hellbent.
Yeah.
You ever get so hell bent
There you go.
on ordering the same thing from the same place every time that you just like forget that there's other options on the menu?
Yeah, you find the one thing that you really like, and then you don't even.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
even, because like Cabin Coffee, I've been there and had pretty much everything on the fucking menu, but it's like I forget that iced coffees are a thing, and I'll go in the summertime and it's the old same go to turtle mocha, fucking, you know what I mean? Same with like Subway. I'll stand there, I'll look at the menu like I'm gonna order something different, and it's the same sandwich every fucking time. Why is that?
Sweet onion teriyaki.
Creature of habits, man.
It's just because you like it.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
scared. You're scared to pay the money for something and not fucking enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like you
Because you get excited to eat that. Like every time you go to Subway, you're probably, oh fuck yeah, Subway sounds so good.
Yeah.
And then you go to try, like if you try something new and you hate it, you're gonna be disappointed as fuck. And you would probably order another sandwich.
probably. Have you, so like when you go to Subway, what's your go-to?
So I actually just switch it up, but usually it's like a steak and cheese. But
Fucking
we just went.
Can't go wrong with that.
We just went the other night, and I got like some.
Was it the new one?
No, but it was some like cold meat combo. I don't.
Oh,
Just one of their classics. But I mean, you can't go wrong with that,
Dude.
But I never get it.
Same. Like, I almost want to start doing that. So I got the online app for Subway, and they have the 2 for $12.99 deal. And I want to start doing like, get my normal one day for lunch, but then get like a cold meat combo type sandwich
For second lunch.
for second lunch. No, for like the next day.
How much do you think you would have left over for the second day?
The whole
Do
thing.
you think you would have
The whole thing.
6-inch
Dude,
left over?
There's no way I'm not eating fucking a foot long and a half. I could. Definitely could. I mean, I wouldn't put that past me, but I feel like sometimes too, if I know something's there, like
I just wouldn't want to go to Subway that
I
much.
like taunt myself.
If I know it's there, like I'm dabbling into it.
Yeah, dude.
For
Like,
sure.
dude. That like I go to the OP, right? Like we had our muskie meeting last night, and granted we had a different kind of meeting, so we had appetizers and shit. But like normally I'll order like their what the fuck's this? Oh, their the club sandwich or whatever.
Turkey club sub.
Turkey club sub, and I'll get the whole basket, right? So it's like the 2 halves. It's like a full long. And I'll eat the 1 half. And in my mind, when I start, I tell myself, I'm saving the other half for lunch tomorrow. And then we're sitting there, and then I'm like getting some fries. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I'll just have 1 bite. And
Then that bite's uneven, so you got to even it up.
and even it up. And then you're like, well, that's not enough for lunch tomorrow. so then you fucking eat the whole thing, and you're like,
Or
so glad I did
or
that.
like you start that second one, and you're like, fuck, I was gonna save it for lunch, but I'm still a little hungry. And then you like get down to the last little bit and you're fucking stuffed and you can't finish it, and you're fuck, shouldn't have ate it all.
Dude, I have such a bad time with like telling myself like when to stop eating.
Yeah.
Like I can do it and I can get through like a week and a half, like that first week and a half of like retraining my brain that I don't need that big of portions. But I have to like take that first step of like, I have to like take the first step and do it once and be like, you're done eating so fucking much, quit it. And then it's not a big deal. But otherwise I'm like, oh, you shouldn't eat that. No, but I want to. Dude, I can't fucking stop, man.
And I'll see, I have like a very addictive personality. So like if something's really fucking good, you know, I was like, I want to keep going. You know, I was like, no, I want more. I want more of this. I need more.
Dude, I know.
You can't just stop. If it's like something shit,
You should try
like
it.
not
You
as
should try
good.
heroin.
I don't know. I won't die.
You try it. We'll protect you from getting like addicted.
That's not. No, I'm
We'll
not
cut
doing
you
that.
off.
We'll
tie
let
you up.
you, we'll let you get a little ways into addiction.
I want to
though.
let you get.
Like, we'll let you get a little ways, so at least then you have the story of like I recovered,
Like,
I was
dude,
an addict. You know,
dude, that
you
shit-
could maybe be a motivational speaker or
I
something.
don't want to go through that fucking hell.
But we
dude.
won't let you get like dying
Yeah, like-
bad. Like you're still gonna you're still gonna keep your job.
I
and
want
stuff.
you to be able to
You're
look
just gonna
at
have to
us.
wear long sleeves.
I want you to look at us and go 3 shoots in, dude, and that shit had me by the fucking soul.
No,
Like, wow,
I hear one. You're one and done with that shit.
heroin. That's
Yeah.
what I heard too.
I don't
How
want to know.
great must it be
I don't know.
for something to grab you after the first time you do it? That's got to be like skydiving on steroids.
I have a hard time with the whole like being like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like in your own head and shit.
Yeah, but what
And
if
that's like
like
all that is?
What if like in your own head that like your body's, but in your head you're like having the biggest fucking rave party you've ever been in. Like
I don't know. I see people fucking like passed out on that shit and stuff, and I just think that looks fucking miserable. I don't want any part
yeah,
of that.
but you're looking from
No, if you're like
third-party
talking ecstasy or
perspective.
something, that's a little different because that's like party drug. You know what I'm saying? Like you're having fun in real life.
We should do a controlled experiment where we get Brandon addicted to
no,
heroin.
I'm not doing any of it.
Yeah, I
responsibly.
think for sure.
In like a controlled setting where like we can make sure that he's
What
off
kind
of
of
it.
what kind of controlled setting can you offer?
Right here in the shop. We'll tie you to a chair and we'll just go like
That is probably the worst thing you can
we'll
do.
go like a 3-day weekend. You're 3 days off. We'll fucking blow you up on heroin,
No.
and then
No, we got to get him like to a point where it's like, okay, he needs fucking rehab. Not just like this casual weekend. We need to get him like to the point where he considers himself an addict.
well, they say it takes 21 days to form a habit.
yeah, so
let's do like
we'll do like a
18.
month.
Oh, you want to have the habit
Yeah,
formed
yeah.
first before
so
we get him off?
then he can say he's recovering addict.
Are you
Yeah.
guys paying for this heroin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Dude, when you don't do
Still
heroin,
no.
when you don't do heroin, you can afford heroin. Like, it's not that big a deal.
I see.
See, and we control his portions.
It's when you got to suck.
Portion control.
It's when you got to suck a dick, rob a vending
So
machine.
what experiment what are we trying to figure out here? If I
how
get addicted,
addictive your personality is to like the most addictive substance on the world. Like,
And
I want
we
to
need
see.
you to openly talk about your
wanna see
addiction to
how-
heroin. So we can like while you're addicted, we need you to talk about it. So then you can tell us like how it feels.
Dude, yeah, I want to see like how fast you spiral.
this sounds awful.
Like-
I wouldn't want to. Even if
you
we were actually talking about this, I would.
Dude, this is like the guy that holds the fucking horse's cock and helps it go into the
Yeah.
guy's asshole.
We're-
You guys are about to go to prison.
We just need you. We just need you to offer the asshole and say, "Yeah, I'll take it."
It's not happening, dude. I'm not putting that shit in me.
Think about. Okay, you already said you have like a really addictive personality.
Yeah.
Think about
Well, just take for an example,
how deep and how
The
fast
pickle
you
shit
can
that
go.
you guys got me on.
Yeah, but that just tastes good.
Right, but it's like I can't have fucking
I bet
beer without it
heroin
now.
tastes good too.
Yeah.
Like I want to see how hard and how fast it just grabs you, and you can't get out of it without somebody like intervening.
I guarantee it'd probably be after the first fucking time.
Do you think he'd start like drooling and foaming at the mouth if we like tied him up and waved it in front of his face?
Here's a scenario. What are you going to do if we do this, right?
Yeah.
If we were to do this, it's not actually
I
happening.
mean, we're definitely going to involve medical doctors and stuff, so that we do it right.
Medical doctors.
Yeah.
What would you do, right? The first fucking
JD's
time I
working
do
on
it,
a PhD.
boom, overdose.
Well,
not a chance.
then you shouldn't have taken so much.
Not a
What
chance.
if I have some weird allergic reaction and then
we
you die?
said we're going to do this responsibly,
Yeah.
There is no doing this responsibly.
under
This is
supervision.
not responsible whatsoever.
Well, then we
Says
just
who?
go there and say, well, Brandon, you shouldn't have done that. That was a stupid idea.
Why would you let us do this?
You are a parent.
We're not gonna.
How the
we're
fuck?
not gonna do any. Like, we're not gonna help you inject the drugs or nothing.
No.
Oh,
We're just
You're
going to
doing
make
that.
sure
You're doing that
you're
yourself.
just
we're going to
instigating.
make sure
Yeah.
that you don't ruin your whole life during the experiment.
Yeah.
right.
You
You know,
know,
they,
they-
people
like-
who hire people to kill people, they still go to prison for murder.
We're not hiring
Well,
anybody
we're
to
not.
kill you.
what-
No, but it's the same thing. Just
How?
because you're not doing it
We're not
doesn't mean
trying
you're
to
not part
kill
of it.
you. We're doing a scientific experiment on somebody with a addictive personality.
We are
Involuntary
we are,
manslaughter.
We are
Showing-
paying you for research.
Oh, you're paying me.
We're
Well,
showing
how
the
else? You're gonna have to
capabilities.
go. We will pay for the drugs, but you got to go buy them.
I don't. Okay, I don't know where the fuck to go get the fucking heroin.
We're trying to prove a couple things here. One of them being that the quality of good friends can make all the difference, right? So we're not going to let you ruin your life.
True. It's all
on
about
heroin.
who you hang out with.
I would be willing to do this just to see you fail at being a good friend. You don't even have to,
Sounds like we're in.
don't even have to pay me.
Ashley's going to call me and be like, "Hey, Brendan's blowing a guy for fucking heroin on the street corner. I need you to come get him." Be like, "Hey, sorry, I'm busy."
Sounds like your problem. You
Sounds
married
like
him.
your problem.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
God, how fun would that experiment be?
Not fun.
I wish we could clone you so we had an extra Brandon to do that with.
See, I would do that. Well, I would let you clone me, then use the clone to do this experiment with. I would do it with you. The experiment.
have
But
sex.
you,
Could I fuck the
actual
clone?
Brandon has to hide out in the basement until this whole experiment is done. Like, you can't go to work. You can't do nothing.
Oh God, tempt me with a good time.
Can I fuck the clone?
Yeah, that's fucking weird, but sure.
Can I fuck the clone?
Fucking freak.
A weirdo. Yeah, right. You'd be the guy watching and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this."
That would be weird. No, 100% would not watch
Yeah,
that.
okay.
All right.
I see the way you look at me sometimes, you fucking fruitcake.
Question:
Answer.
who here has the biggest dick?
I bet it's Jeremy.
I bet it's Jeremy.
Count of
So,
three. Stand
who
up in the
is
camera
this
and pull him
guy?
out. We'll measure.
Who is this guy that is messaging you guys
Not a clue.
about starting this OnlyFans?
One of our super fans asked who has the biggest dick out of all three of us today.
Yeah.
And my personal feelings on it is that he doesn't care. Really, I think he just wants one of us to
Show him.
to be like, "Yeah, I'll let you see it."
Yeah.
But you guys have a valid answer for that question? Do you know who's got the biggest dick out of all three of us?
I have no clue, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna guess Jeremy.
I bet Jeremy.
No.
Ruler size. Okay. Rulers. We have a yardstick. Should we take measurements?
We don't need fucking even half of that.
So schoolhouse ruler.
You are
Where do you
making
thi-
you
where do you
are
think you
making
fall?
this guy's whole year
Right now? I know.
by talking about this.
I know.
And
No, I don't think he actually watches the episodes. I think he just catches the Instagram clips and stuff.
Yeah. What where do you fall on a ruler?
I don't fall.
Do you measure from the do you measure from the top or from the bottom?
Doesn't fall.
You measure from the top or the bottom?
Apparently, you're supposed to measure from the bottom.
So if you measure from the bottom,
Gives you
it's
the
better for the
actual-
confidence.
Well, it gives you the actual length.
If
of
you
it.
measure from the top, it gives you an actual reading. I mean, there's not really like a stopping point from the bottom. So I mean, you could be somewhere between,
What?
4.5 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
right? Somewhere in there.
Are you?
You didn't even pay attention.
No, I was doing that thing where I half listened to you.
Yeah, I was making a joke.
Oh, I know.
There's like no stopping point when you measure from the bottom. You know what I mean? Like, where's your, like when you measure a board, like you have a fucking end piece to measure off of, right?
stuff from
When
the
you
bottom
measure from the bottom,
until it stops going.
you can just kind of slide it up and down like
Yeah.
Push it deeper into your nutsack.
Yeah, I can press my balls a little bit further back.
Yeah, you can gain a solid 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch by just pushing on the ruler harder, you know?
Right.
You measure from the top. I mean, it hurts your feelings.
Yeah. Are you really trying to find out what his...
No, I was hoping
wiener
to
size
come
is?
up with some random number of just for
No,
entertainment
whenever
purposes.
I don't know if you've noticed, but whenever you start bringing up penises and
Vaginas.
all that,
Vaginas.
I tend to
Get hard?
just not entertain it.
Mm.
And then it just ends up being just you and Brandon talking back and forth.
I've actually never noticed that, but now I will every time.
Virginias. Talking about Virginias.
Why? Does it make you uncomfortable?
No, just
I mean, you did buy us wooden dicks.
yeah. See, that's funny. That's funny.
How do you feel about wieners?
But whenever you talk about fucking dudes and sucking dick, and I just don't entertain it.
Yeah. I can see that.
That's just something that that's a personal.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I could see that when somebody's scared of their own sexuality.
Yeah.
They're not comfortable with
When
it.
somebody's tried it before and didn't like it, they tend to shy away from talking about it.
Yeah.
Or they tried it before and they kind of liked it, but they're kind of confused now.
But they can't actually
swear to God, I'm straight.
they can't actually like it. They joke about it. They're scared they're going to take it a little too far.
Like, honestly, it kind of tasted good. Like, oh,
How did you know that? How did you know that? No, I get it, man.
I don't get as bad as Colby. Colby gets into straight up like, can I fuck your clone?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll make jokes like $20 is $20.
Right.
But Colby's like, yeah, I'll come over your clone's face, dude.
Hey, I mean,
And then he could do the same to me. You can watch if you want. It's
fuck,
cool.
case of beer. Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
Not even denying.
I talk a big fucking game, right? But then if you guys ever like put me in the position where I had to fuck your clone, I would be like the most timid little bitch in the world. I'd be like, stop looking at me, guys. I talk a big game. I'm full of hot air.
Well, that's for sure.
Yeah,
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight.
that's it.
Now, you even slapped the table preemptively.
I didn't mean to.
Well, it's the thing, you know?
Well, we found out tonight Jeremy tried gay sex.
He has roughly 5 to 6 inch wiener.
You go with the national average.
Yeah, I'm just gonna we pretty much have to go with the
Yeah,
average.
dude. It's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't actually even discuss you.
You should hydrate.
You definitely should hydrate so the coffee you drink actually does something.
Yeah,
other
you
than
know
make
what? It's probably not a bad idea. I probably should get better.
You should just get a system for IVs and set it up next to your fucking couch.
There you go.
Like Jaden Pokia.
Just get a fucking
One arm for heroin, one arm for IV.
Yeah. Why aren't you're the one that should be doing the heroin?
I don't think I'd have fun on heroin.
I bet you. I don't know.
Not really a heroin guy.
Neither am I.
I think I'd probably be all right on meth though.
Yeah, you look like that.
Dude, I could definitely go creeping around fucking like abandoned barns looking for
You've
cop
got
and
the
shit.
perfect setup out here to like start doing meth.
Probably.
Like you could pile up a bunch of junk way back there and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna turn it in for scrap metal.
Get like 15 of fucking
Yeah.
old busted cars in the back and then
Yeah.
like sit in the back seat of one of them in the dark smoking meth. Like, I wonder if anybody can see me over here.
When the day comes, you'd actually sell fucking Rusty Bottom just so you can get some more meth. Like, I don't care about that truck anyway.
That'd be sad.
No, it wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
You'd be fucking happy.
I would never sell
Man, I
Rusty
bought so
Bottom
much
for
meth with Rusty Bottom.
I would never sell her for meth. I guess if I'm a meth head, maybe I would.
Probably would.
Anyway, enough
Anyway.
about me.
Time to go.
Let's talk about you. Thanks for hanging out with us. What you looking at?
I don't know. Thank you guys. Love you.
We love you.
Love you guys.
KLYB, bye.
Bye.
I was trying to tell you about that real shit, boy. Real shit, boy.
Been around, burn out, blow it to the penthouse. Shotty's going crazy, then they quiet like a church mouse.